Welcome to NASCAR 7 Series Victory Lane Review. Let's take a look back and see how the race was won at Homestead-Miami Speedway.
50 to go here in Miami.
Someone's going to show their hand first. The question is who?
I think it's got to be Hamlin. I know he's faster, you know, for his strategy, Steve, better on long runs, but he's so far back, and he can't trust his pit crew to have the pit stop he needs.
Kim?
And here's the 23 of Bubba Wallace, the front end not doing what he wants. He also is having trouble with the glare, he said, Dave.
Brad Keselowski on pit road for tires and fuel. Good recovery from practice where they unloaded poorly, according to crew chief Matt McCall. Made a lot of adjustments. Big swing for today. It's been a much better race than it was practice and qualifying for Keselowski.
And he's done, hopefully for the final time. Consumer Cellular onboard shows you a great view just of that scope of pit exit and rejoining the racing surface. When will this man come to pit road? William Byron is showing what his intentions are. Been a good day for the 24 team. Kim?
You know, it's been a good day for them, but it's been a good day for all the playoff drivers. They currently, as they run, find themselves below that cut line. Williams saying it is just too tight. I cannot turn. I can't go any faster. They will take a slight adjustment as they put on 4 fresh Goodyear tires. Snowmobile, you saw that chassis wrench in the back of that race car.
And to think that Williams started 25th and has been running in the front pack the majority of the day, it's been quite the day. Same for race leader Ryan Blaney from 20th to lead. Here we go, action on pit road. The teammates. It's Elliott ahead of Larson. Here they come, Kimmy.
And remember, Chase Elliott was told, do not consider him a teammate. Don't give him any grace, so Chase Elliott will pull it in. Really no major complaints all day. The smallest thing he's complained about is just a little bit snug. So 4 fresh Goodyear tires, Sunoco fuel, already enters. Teammate or not teammate, then makes his pit stop.
Yeah, both of these Hendrick Motorsports cars coming to pit road. So they show their hand first. The first playoff drivers to come to pit road. Larson with no complaints during that run. They pit here with 47 laps to go. Meanwhile, Ryan Blaney barely gets on pit road. A little bit free there coming onto pit road. Blaney said, I need just a little bit of help, just some more rear security. He said the car is absolutely terrific. Meanwhile, Christopher Bell also coming down pit road. He said, I definitely get better the longer we run. So pitting on the early side with 46 to go, that will play to their favor here. He said, I just need a little bit more turn late in the run. Late in the corner, I should say.
The 20 team had 2 incredible stops earlier today.
So the question now is, of the cars that have pitted, who will maintain control? It should be Blaney, I would have thought, but the 9 and the 5 did come to pit road a lap earlier. They're on the banking, the 12's on the access road.
It's
going to be very close. I think the 9 will easily go by. The question is, will the 5 go by as well? Once again, green flag cycle, the 9 of Elliott to the lead of the green flag pitted cars. The 5 of Larson going to try to get by as well.
Reddick, Hamlin staying out.
And I like this call for the 11. Jeff, I know you said he could come early because he was so far back, but earlier in the race, the 11 ran long, got a 10-lap advantage on tires. That was the difference.
The concern for me with the 11 is the 45's playing the same game, and I think Reddick has more speed than the 11 car. It's going to boil down to who can have the best pit stops, and I do not have confidence on the 11 pit.
So I'm the opposite. I don't have confidence for pit stall 1. I think the 11 can flip Reddick out of pit stall 1.
Look at this, look at this. Blaney is now up to speed, and he's taking the fight to Chase Elliott. Look at that, nice move.
And that will be the race win unless something changes with the strategy. Remember, cars that have pitted, right now Blaney just passed Elliott. He's the first car on fresh tires. Let's listen into the 45 and their plan.
Man, bed's made here. Only chance is to get a yellow somewhere between here and then when we run out of gas.
So he's going to run all the way out on this run and hope for the Hail Mary yellow. I think the 11 may not have to do that. I think he can run like 6 or 7 laps and then come get fresher tires and run them back down. I like Billy Scott's plan, though. He said, hey, we couldn't win from there, and we weren't the first car on pit road. So I think you might have a differing of opinion here. The 45 of Reddick can probably run another 30 laps on fuel, maybe even 33 laps on fuel. Can't go to the finish. The question is, will Hamlin come and get tires and just try to run those cars down?
This Mavis Tire Toyota, Jeff, has been flying. Winner of the second stage. Can he catch these front guys?
And he is getting a ton of information. This is the problem Blaney has. He has been trying to get by Ross Chastain. Finally underneath him, he's got to make this pass, and behind him is Kyle Larson. If Blaney can get by the 51, and he does, that is a major move right there, because now he has a good quarter of a straightaway before the next guy. Good clean air is going to help his lap time.
And Larson's thinking, I don't know about Hamlin, I don't know about Reddick, but I want to pass Blaney. I want to go up here and win the race if this is the correct pit strategy.
And if they start racing each other, they will get slower, and that will help Hamlin.
6.5 seconds from Blaney to Hamlin. The gap keeps coming down.
And in big chunks, Diff. Half a second, 1 second a lap. Let's see what this clean air lap is for Blaney. That'll tell the tale.
Let's not forget about this incredible comeback from Kyle Larson and the 5 team at Hendrick Motorsports. At one point in this race was 35th. He's now racing in 3rd, kind of almost sort of 2nd, depending on how things work out for Tyler Reddick.
Oh, the 5 just had a little issue there in the middle of the corner. I wasn't sure what happened. It looked like he either slowed down or hit the wall, but he gave up a big chunk of time.
All right, this is where Blaney's got to make lap time. Larson as well.
There you go. Hamlin, Blaney, same lap time. That's not going to work for Denny Hamlin. Doesn't have the pace in the Toyota with Blaney in clean air, Hamlin in clean air. So equal to equal, the math says no go for the 11th car.
Oh, this just happened to Denny Hamlin.
Just looking for speed. A little bit of contact. That's why that lap time was down.
That's right. Risk versus reward. Guess what? If there's 3 more inches to take, now's the time to take it. Remember, Hamlin came in below the cut line, Dave. He's thinking this is a must-win.
Yeah, the math that he had to do has never worked out for someone this late in the year trying to make the championship 4. So Chris Gabehart, the crew chief, knows that he's got to get his driver to the lead, to the win, either this week or next. Listen.
Keep digging. I can wait no time. Every car we got to go right by.
Cracking the whip, trying to keep him encouraged, trying to keep him motivated, and trying to get him to the front of this field.
And he's stabilized, Dave. It's down back to 6.5 seconds is the gap from Blaney to Hamlin.
Now Hamlin has the problem. He now has caught traffic. 51 car moving out of his way, being respectful, but see what he has to go through.
But will they fight him as hard as the leader? Normally not. Normally you fight the leader to stay on the lead lap. Hamlin's hope is that Larson and Blaney start duking it out up here side by side.
It's a good chance they will.
Yes, for sure. I love Chris Gabehart because he didn't tell Hamlin what to do or how to do it. He just stated a fact. We can waste no time. This is what has to happen.
All right, so let's look at lap times here. Blaney, a 34.50. Denny Hamlin coming across the line, 34.50. That is not enough lap time.
6 seconds, 6.2 seconds from Blaney to Hamlin. Meanwhile, when you look at the graphics for the overall running order, Tyler Reddick cannot make it on this load of gas. He will have to come to the pits in the next 21 laps unless a caution comes out.
So there you go. On the bottom right of your screen, the 45 leading, running much slower laps. Diff just pointed out also needs fuel. The next car in line on this graphic, the 12 of Blaney. First car with enough fuel to make it to the finish. He's battling Larson, Elliott, Bell, and then Hamlin. We put Hamlin here because he has the freshest tires as he works around Byron. That's helping this attack out of Hamlin. 20 laps is a long time. One little touch of the wall by anyone can make a difference.
Kyle Larson turns up the heat on Ryan Blaney.
Kyle Larson is at his best under full attack. Dirt car, Indy car, sprint car, cup car. This is his move. This is a great battle. We knew we had it with these 8 drivers. Logano shocked us all a week ago. We just knew this is the type of performance it was going to take by all of these guys. I mean, look at them. They're 1 through 7.
What about the juxtaposition of these two? Kyle Larson started on the front row, and look at this, 3 wide, 3 playoff drivers, Hamlin, his teammate Bell, and Chase Elliott, and Hamlin just blows by him.
If Hamlin wins the race, that's the move. 2 for 1 in 1 lap. That would be the difference. He's going to need some help from the leaders, some racing out of the leaders to run him down.
As he goes down the backstretch, Ryan Blaney and Kyle Larson are into turn 4 now. They're in their own little battle. Again, Larson started on the front row, went back to 35th and has come back. Blaney started 20th and has gone to the lead. Look at this, Jeff. Awesome on the front stretch.
Bell and Chase Elliott battling each other, took advantage of it.
This Blaney battle is going to be interesting because as they close in on Reddick doesn't have much tire to run with, but, you know, he's got to hold out because at yellow, you want to be the leader.
And Hamlin, nothing but clean air. He is completely clean now.
Oh, there comes Reddick. Evans Reddick peeling off to come to pit road. It's finally time for tires and fuel out of the 45 car. I like the gamble. We talk all the time about must-wins and what you're willing to do. Billy Scott proved, Dave, he was willing to gamble.
And Steve, what was so interesting to me, though, is that was from 5th position. He knew that was not a winning race car from there. He knew Tyler couldn't simply drive by the cars that were in front of him, so that was the move he made. Would you have thought similar at that time?
I thought it was a must-win showing up. I like the aggression. I think that's the mindset you have to have. That's what we're going to see at the top of the screen, is that same aggression.
Michael Jordan watches his driver after leading. Come in late. That would have been an agonizing run down pit road for Tyler Reddick.
Now the interesting thing is Reddick is going to try to blend out in front of this 12 car right here, or at least these new tires, to get back in front of the 12 because, look, I mean, anything can happen in these races. You want to just make sure you get on the lead lap.
You'll be able to watch this new tires.
Yeah, watch this.
Bye-bye.
That is how much better they are.
13 laps to go when Ryan Blaney crosses the line right there.
For Hamlin, I think the good is gone. There's just not enough left in those good years. 6 seconds back, too much time. But remember, Blaney and Larson, will they get racing? Will they slow each other down? Look at Larson off the top.
Well, you see the 12 has caught the 3 of Austin Dillon, and he has had trouble getting by him.
Look how close this is. 12.5 laps to go, they touch, and Brown goes, Larson, can he catch it? He cannot! Kyle Larson spins down in turn 3.
Gas back up here. Keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. You're good, keep rolling.
I'm not sure he's going to lose a spot. He's going to bring out the yellow. He might lose a spot to the 11. We'll see where NASCAR lines them up. The 45, guys, could be in the driver's seat. He just left pit road. He's back on the lead lap. He can stay out. He's going to be the leader of the race with like 1 lap tires on. There's
fresh
no
tires.
doubt. Well, 1 lap here is something. So a little bit older tires. Everyone else will come to pit road.
Eyes wide open for Tyler Reddick in 23.11.
Wonder what the boss thought there. We saw Michael sitting on the wall.
Watch this right here. You see the 12 of Blaney trying to get by Austin Dillon. He tries to go underneath him. Larson sees the move, so he takes the top. They're so much faster because they're on new tires. He tries to split the middle and just loses the car. This is the type of move that Larson talked about. I'm too aggressive sometimes. It makes me go fast, but sometimes it's poor decisions. In my eyes, pushing the issue really hard here to win the race, but in decent point position, not sure that's the move you want to make at this point.
How close did he come to saving it? There's the answer. He went for it, and unfortunately it didn't work.
Let's talk about the 45. He runs long on tires, hopes to get a yellow, comes down pit road, then the yellow comes out. Basically 2 laps on his tires. Most tracks, I would say he's as good as everyone else. This isn't most tracks. This is Miami.
Do you want to go to the championship 4 in Phoenix in 2 weeks' time? You have that opportunity right here, right now. Racing for a shot to be a Cup Series champion. Blaney's on the defense. Elliott goes on the inside, on the attack. Here comes Hamlin on his own driver.
Big advantage for Denny Hamlin right here.
Whoa, Hamlin on the high side. They're scrambling further back, but it's Denny in the lead. Blaney. Chase Elliott drives it down hard on that low side. Allmendinger's getting swamped, but now everybody's chasing Hamlin. 7 laps to go, make it 6. Blaney, forceful on the inside. He wants a shot to defend his championship.
Hamlin's trying to stay on his right rear quarter panel. That's the only defense in that move. He's able to do it.
That slowed them both up, though, so here comes Chase Elliott.
Game on.
And how about Reddick on the older tires still in play?
He's following his boss up on that higher line. Ryan Blaney, who had come from 20th starting spot, he made really quick progress early in stage 1, and that Menards Ford has been at the front of this race all day.
If Denny Hamlin can pull this off over the next 5 laps, everyone will forget about the first 2 rounds, forget about Atlanta, forget about the poor performance.
And pit crew stepped up.
Hamlin hasn't been in the championship for 3 years. The 3-time Daytona 500 winner wants to be a Cup Series champion. And he can confirm that in 4 laps. He can confirm an opportunity to go to Phoenix in 4 laps. Larson still fighting, not giving up.
Every point might matter for that 5 car. He's right at the cut line with Martinsville next week.
Ryan Blaney is not giving up. Look at that 12 on the low line.
He's inching up closer and closer.
Yeah. Reddick still in touch. 3 to go.
Reddick, I think, is the wild card. I think the more laps they get on the tire, the older tires matter less. He's so good at the top.
That's what he loves doing.
That was a big run down the back straightaway. Blaney was fast on the bottom. He's going to go to the right to the middle of the racetrack.
Reddick ripping the boards. That's what he loves to do here.
Oh, advantage Reddick right here. Reddick with a run. Can he get to the back bumper of Blaney? 2 to go.
3 miles is going to determine somebody's championship picture.
Oh, big run in the middle of the corner by Blaney.
Look at this! Down the back straight. JGR versus Team Penske. Blaney versus Hamlin. And Blaney's got his nose in front.
All the way.
The champ wants a chance to defend. 1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank. Less than 1.5 miles from here. Now Reddick on the low side.
Hamlin goes to the top. He's looking for the huge run down the backstretch, but can Reddick do it from the bottom?
This championship this year has given us some of the most incredible closing moments. You pick this one. Blaney, Reddick, or Hamlin. Reddick is not done with yet. Tyler Reddick just drives all the way around Ryan Blaney. Can you believe what you've just seen? Reddick's going to Phoenix. Tyler Reddick wins the Straight Talk 400 in the most incredible way. He loves ripping the boards. He just ripped them apart. Right around the outside to victory lane. Tyler Reddick ended on his roof last week in Vegas. This week, he delivers Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin and 2311 a championship berth. Yeah, Billy! 2 weeks ago in Charlotte, he had the back of the car airborne and fought as hard as he could fight to make it to the round of 8. Last week, he rolled down the front stretch. And this week, fellas, he's in victory lane. The boss is happy. Fellas, It's the gift that just keeps on giving this year. Incredible.
That's one of the most magical final laps driven I have seen in quite some time. That route move by Tyler Reddick. I feel crushed for Ryan Blaney. I'm not sure he did anything wrong. Reddick was just amazing.
Blaney, if he wins that race, he's moving on to Phoenix. Instead, he'll leave this race 38 points behind. Pretty much a must-win next week.
He'll relive that last half mile time and time again, but I just believe he did everything he could.
It's a difficult spot, right? Because you never want to give the Reddick the top of the racetrack, but at the same time, if he didn't feel comfortable with his car to go to the top of the racetrack, then he felt like Reddick was just going to drive underneath him. Dave.
Michael, what kind of a Game 7 moment was that from your driver?
Actually, everybody. I mean, Billy made a call, and it looked kind of I was a little scared because we were going to run out of gas, but we knew we needed a caution at the end, and anything can happen after that, man. And as you can see, Denny was up there, and little kid drove his ass off. I'm proud of him.
What do you think that final lap?
Oh, man, he just let go. He just went for it, and I'm glad. We needed it. We needed it.
And you got it. Michael Jordan going to the championship four with a chance to win it, Marty.
Dave, after he was upside down last weekend at Las Vegas, Tyler Reddick told me I was too aggressive. Billy Scott talked to him this week, and he said, no, you weren't. Do not lose that aggressive nature. And with one of the most aggressive passes in NASCAR history, Tyler Reddick earns a shot at a championship in 2024. He's going to go find that pit crew.
Let's go!
This was epic.
He doesn't even look real. Blaney gives the 45 the top. He looks like he's going to hit the fence. So much speed. Rips the fence in 3 and 4. Clears the 12.
Billy Scott, crew chief, with a great call. Cleared in Tyler Reddick's hands, and Tyler Reddick took this race.
Michael Jordan almost didn't have words.
He did it.
Almost speechless.
3 different drivers led the last 3 laps, but it was Tyler Reddick, 2311 Racing, who drove it hard all the way to victory lane in spectacular style.
Hi, I'm Parker Kligerman. For more access like this from Pit Road, be sure to click and subscribe to the Motorsports at NBC YouTube channel.